That's close enough. Hello, anyone and everyone. It's time for more Starflight 2. See if our capture is working. There it is. So last time we wound up back at Starport after scuttling all around the downspin part of this sector, I believe. We went all around down here and then wound up coming back after my armor got blown out from one shot of one of those big Class 10 missiles that some of the Gununk have. While they use their whatever it is they have that makes my shield stop working. So I'm thinking today that I'm gonna see if there's any. I'm gonna see if I can buy more Tandelou Happy Juice while I'm here to sell here. Or maybe I'll just skip that and I'll just head straight down to here to pick up some Nid Berries. Try to swing up through here, encounter some Gununk or Humna Humna, because I might run into a Humna Humna kind of in this vicinity. And see if I can't bash them into conversation, however that works. That has been heavily implied by a couple of sources that that's how you get them to talk to you. And I have destroyed quite a few of their ships, so maybe I'm close. But I want some Nid Berries before I go to the past, so if I do wind up having to go to the past, I may as well be prepared. And regardless, I can also check here for Charm Babies and do this little trade route again. And just in general be ready to head back to the past. While I'm in Starport, I'm going to check the bank. I believe I've already done all my actual preparation. But I have 101,000, which should be enough for 200 units of Shinium. And I really want to have at least 300, so I'm going to need to do at least a little bit of trading before I head back to the past. Because I've been told that it takes 50 units of Shinium each way traveling through the wormhole. And of course I'm going to need Shinium in the past to travel around. And the only people around that were around in the past are whatever remains of the Leghk there might be, the Leghk, and the Dweenal, who are on the opposite side of the sector from where I'll be entering. So I won't have a lot of options for refueling, I don't think. And actually, I'm not even sure that Shinium will exist yet when I head back there. But presumably, must be some way of refueling. Or you could just wind up stuck in there. But let's go ahead and head out. Hopefully everything is working. My sound monitor thing looks like everything is okay, so let's get into space. Motion detected. I wonder what that was in our system. I just want to head down to this yellow star down. It's not this one, is it? Oh, it is this one, I think. Oops, don't go the wrong way or I'll just waste time. I don't know how often... Last time I was here, I'm pretty sure I bought out their entire stock of Happy Juice. I don't know how often this stuff restocks. I don't really care about talking to the Tandelou. I've talked to them a ton, and I'm sure they've... At least until I find a way to end their war, if I have everything that... I'm sure there's nothing more they have to say to me that I haven't heard already. But hopefully I'll manage to end their war and we'll have something new to talk about at that point. Let's see, I'm just going to double check. They are bargain a lot and inflated. And they want sticky fruits and electric balloons if I happen to run into any of those. See, I do want to have at least another like 100k or so would be probably pretty good. Speaking of electric balloons... Just use my field stunner and grab that immediately before it starts zapping my crew. Let's see, what have we here? We've got a whole lot of nowhere to trade yet. Looks like. Nope, just a couple of houses. So yeah, that time I was paying attention. The field stunner does take 10% of my terrain vehicle's energy, so I can't really just wail away on the field stunner all the time. But I don't know that I would need to. Okay, there's a trading post to the southeast a ways, and another electric balloon that I can probably get here. Zap. I kind of assume it's my navigator using his navigation skill aiming the guns, because I believe that's how it's supposed to work for the ship itself, according to the manual. But I don't know that I've ever really tested that or had any occasion to. But I do seem to be pretty accurate now with a well-trained crew. Electric balloon! Electric balloons are one of the few creatures that are worth enough that I think it's worth probably grabbing them even at this point in the game. Greetings, traders. Welcome to the most perfect of places. We are the Tandelou Eshvara, makers of the rare Tandelouvian happy juice and teachers of the one truth. Well, let's sell you like 1/10 of a unit of god masks. For real cheap. Because I can. And let's see if I can buy any happy juice. Oh, they're still out of stock, so I won't be able to do that. I don't know if I'll be able to get charm babies, but it has been longer since I bought those, so maybe. I may have to pick a secondary trade option here. Like, maybe I'll go down to the Leo Vadish world. Oh, hi, H. Lalone. I have a spaghetti machine. Okay, thank you, I guess. I just had pasta, but I guess more pasta is good. I guess I could carry some fungus chews from here to here and try to make a profit that way on just that. So that's a bit out of my way, but I don't see a lot of other trade route options if they're going to be sold out of some of the things I've already got. So I will stop by here. Oh, I'm glad you're having fun with the emotes. Well, I can still sell off the critters that I got here. Oh, and this platinum. Hi, Rayburst. I see that you are following me now. So thank you for the follow. Yeah, I can sell off this platinum. I'm just going to stick with 760 for a little bit. Okay, he's coming down now. I'm just going to... Okay, so that 388 is actually his maximum price. Because he's starting to get annoyed. I need to keep these minerals, and I'll just sell my electric balloons. I know you'll go higher than 661. Really? Oh, you're watching an old old replay or something? Okay, he's still going up. Guess I'll still come down. And now he's gone up to 926. There we go. Guess so now the psychic probe is glowing. I'm just gonna sell 1/10 of a unit of God Mass just to see if that brings him up to green again. I guess not. Oh, but now he's showing green, so I don't know how that works exactly, but I don't actually want to buy any of these. I don't think there's anywhere I can sell them. Parasitic pets. Okay, back into space. And I'm gonna... Yes, it counted down but didn't match up with the start time. Oh. Probably says somewhere whether it's live or not, but I guess I don't know if you're watching on the PS4 or if you're watching on the browser. It might be a little different from what I usually watch on. I don't know. So I'm actually going to take a little detour down here and try to, well, scan for fluxes down here, but also buy some fungus chews. There should be some fungus chews that the Leghk have. So I do need a little bit more money than what I've got. So I need to head to roughly 124. And I can scan for additional fluxes on my way down. So don't think I've scanned this section down here. And it would be nice to find another flux that would bring me down to this corner to somewhere more interesting, I suppose. Nope, nothing here though. Encounters here. I don't know what would be way down here unless the Tandelou go this far, or if it's Humna Humna traders. Not that star, but this one. Got the autocorrect getting you there, looks like, with the high haul one. See, planet 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's the outermost blue one, looks like. Check what our trading info is. Depressed, bargain a little. Sticky fruit, green blob, running fungus. Oops, I didn't pick a landing site. Oh well. Guess it'll just plop me down at the equator or something. Would be nice. Oops. Be nice if I was a little bit closer to more middle elevations, but this is good enough, probably. Autocorrect is your nemesis. I guess so. I don't know what my nemesis is right now. Maybe it's having this chat window on the opposite side of the screen so that I can't really see it very well. There we go. So I have new animated thrusters on my little on-stream minigame. If I send a ship over to the jump to Scylla jump point, see, it has little pulsing thrusters now. Come on, where's a trading center? Hello? Ah, there's one. What are these things? A tall, willowy, two-legged creature vaguely humanoid in shape. Its two slender legs beg in the reverse direction of a human's and support a small body with a bulbous, upturned, insect-like abdomen. It has long, human-looking arms and a noseless, humanoid face. Its body is covered with a fine, downy fur, dark blue-gray in color. The creature seems to be a herbivore, and it is obviously capable of hopping at great speeds on its long legs. So those are the humanoid hopper things, I think. Yeah, humanoid hopper. I already forgot what creatures they want to buy here, and I don't really feel like looking it up, so. Hi, Lalone01. Am I Shaggy? I guess he must be talking to me. You have come to us as all must, sooner or later. You wish to learn our ways, and so we will first engage in the ritual of trading. Of course, you will wish to buy our beautiful jeweled Zhao's Jingte. It is simply a question of how many you can afford. I actually don't think anybody wants that. Oops. Yeah, I don't think anybody actually wants to buy that anywhere, so no, I don't want to buy that. I want your delightful fungus chews, possibly. I don't think I have anything that they want either. No, they don't want any of my specialty items. Oh, I do have a ton of live long, so I'll be able to sell that the same time I sell the fungus chews. It'd be nice if I started with them in the green, but these guys only bargain a little, so I'm not gonna try real hard here. That's probably a good price. Oh, I don't have a ton of these, only 29 units. I guess they do have a pretty small economy. But that's something else to sell, I guess. Too bad I don't have that teleporter. I don't remember. I have to look at the map and see if it's somewhere convenient for me to pick it up. So then I can just teleport straight back to my ship. Humanoid hopper in the water, all you can see is its eyes. It's kind of creepy. Okay, let's launch. Jump my minigame ship, and let's look at the map. So did I put the transporter on the map? I don't see it. Maybe I only heard about it and didn't find the place where it's sold, but I've been basically everywhere now. Maybe it's in my old notes. Planetary teleporter, the Drafa Basti have it. Oh yeah, it is up there. Way up on the right side of the map over here. But well, I will be heading near there at some point. If I'm going to head to the past, so maybe I can pick it up while I'm there. For now, though, we just want to head over to the Humna Humna probably best if we take this flux over here at 29 by 54. So let's get moving that way. And let's see what we have here. Psychic probe is glowing yellow. We're being scanned. These are the Humna Humna. I did actually want to see if they'll give me any more information about other races. So let's make a friendly hail. Sometimes they take a little while to respond. With considerable aplomb, not to mention poise, I, Ambassadorial Ambassador Wusha, make response to your hail. It may be that you yourself are interested in querying me at great length on significant matters of interest and galactic import. I myself suggest communications as a suitable means to this end. Other beings. The Ganunk are not actually a race. I actually want to know as much as possible about the Ganunk, but really actually a collection of species races who live and inhabit the area downspin of the cloud below it. They, this race, have a somewhat extreme ethic based on evolution. In their own way, they are very compassionate in their own way. Okay, can you give me more specifics? It is quite possible to do the trade, bartering, exchange activities with the Ganunk, as well as communication talking. First, though, however, you must prove you are Ganache, which is to say in battle by defeating them, furthermore. Okay, so I will try to do that some more. I've already destroyed a bunch of their ships, though, like, at least a couple of, like, sizable fleets. Some advice which is perhaps good. Humna Humna per Reflectiongenar at any time show weakness when dealing, talking, trading with the Ganunk people. If they think you are vulnerable, weak, they will attack out of pity, love. Okay. The Ganunk have a most curious and primitive culture. I might mention recently there has been much activity on their planet Gersh, which is located at 15930. They seem to be, which I knew that already, 15930, yeah. They seem to be caught up in a frenzy, worshipping some piece of worthless green glass which they bought from the Spemen. They think it is the eye of their mother goddess and is located... Okay, that is the piece of info that I've been trying to blow up Ganunk for. 2 north, 107 west. Ganunk, green glass. Perhaps possibly like ourselves, you're interested in finding or perhaps locating the source of wonderful, beautiful, shinium fuel money. The key to this perhaps, possibly, and in fact most likely, lies with the Lowar, who are now all extremely dead, unfortunately. Okay, that is actually everything that I feel like I need to know, but I'm gonna see if they have any more other beings info. Oh no, they're out of time. Okay, well, so I actually have a location on their planet to look for the most valuable thing that the Spemen stole from the Tandelou and then sold to them. So I will definitely be heading that way after I head up to this... After I sell off my junk at 20 from the... at the Humna Humna base. Traveling through space. Oop. Almost ran into that star. 2954. Also, I need more fuel, it looks like. I'm getting somewhat lowish. Okay, the Humna Humna are at the green star up above here. Actually, while I'm here, let's do a quick scan, see if there are any nearby fluxes that I haven't spotted. Doesn't look like it. Okay, we want planet number 5. Oh, let's double check the economic conditions here, because I don't remember. Level, bargain a lot. I guess I could have looked at my map to determine if to know the level bit. And they want humanoid hoppers. Oh, I guess I could have brought humanoid hoppers here, too, from that other world. Oh, well. So there were a whole bunch of them. Ah, thunderstorms. I'm at high altitude. Let's get down to lower altitude before we get blasted here. Come on, where's someplace I can trade? And of course, if anybody else wants to do some trading, they can buy the starter Tarsus in my chat and fly around my little trading stream minigame. Because everybody who's been in chat today by now would have enough credits for the starter Tarsus. Oh, there's a trading post, finally. Almost down to half energy. Yes, I want to trade. We're the important ambassadorial ambassadors and significant emissaries of the Humna Humna. Hello and welcome for purposes of trading exchange. Okay. Oh, I can get rid of all of that chromium and aluminum. I don't think I need those. Yeah, I can get rid of a bunch of junk. Some of my titanium, too. That's a repair metal, but I don't need 45 units of it. Okay, that is an incredibly low price for this stuff. Standard trade value would be about a third more than that. Or that is about 2/3 the standard trade value, so it'd be like 1,300 or something like that. They're coming down reasonably quickly. Go down to 2,100. 1,900. 1,800. Is that his highest offer? That seems lower than it should be. Oh, he did come up a little bit more. $1,630. Well, okay, fine. Do not sell all, but sell almost all of it. I don't think I actually made a huge profit on that stuff this time. Keep a couple units. Now try to sell these delightful fungus chews. I know they'll spend more than... Okay, they're coming up nicely now. Ooh, 1734, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's take that. And we will sell all of those, because no one has a special demand for them. Now I feel like I have enough money to actually possibly go into the past, though I'll probably burn a bunch more energy fighting the Ganunk too, but I don't know, maybe I'll get to trade with them as well and make another profit somewhere. Sell the chromium. I'm afraid I can't hear you. Right, sure. Okay, they're really sure about that price, I guess. See, aluminum, I want to sell some of my titanium because I have an awful lot of it. It's not a great price, but I guess I'll take it. Oh, he's coming up a little more. Let's just try for an even 200. Oh, fine, whatever. Don't sell all, because I might need it for repairs. But do sell like 30 units. Lighten my load a little bit. And that should do. Let's buy some fuel crystals. And this will be enough for now. Might run into a big bunch of spemen and still have to surrender despite my ship upgrades. Though I think I could take a pretty large group now as long as I can outmaneuver their plasma thingies. I am going to be real low on energy by the time I get back to the ship. 20%, 15%, and there it is. Now, where do we go? Probably more or less straight to the... Well, I do still need to get Nidberry, so I probably want to stop off at Nidberryopolis first. And from there I can head up to the Ganunk homeworld. I don't really have a shortcut, so I'm just gonna fly direct. 132.6. And I can check to see if I can buy more of the Charm Babies. Charm Babies there too. At the adjacent star system. I already forgot if I said 132.6 or 138.6. But I guess I'll just keep going downspin and coreward until I get to 6. 9876. So that might be a Ganunk encounter up there. I'm just gonna dodge it for the moment. Let's go try and find some Nidberries. So I don't feel like raising my shields and getting into combat just yet. Planet 2, Planet 3, 4, Planet 5. Mostly I wanted to see if there were any encounters here. Okay, apparently I missed which one of these actually had the Nidberries on it. I'm gonna assume it was this one? I think there's only one here that had life on it. Yeah, it was this one. It's definitely only one of these planets that had 100% bio readings. Okay, now I had written down the approximate location of the nidberries that I found, which was 4 north by 108 west. Because the first time it took me forever to find any. 4 north by 108. Autopilot to Odysseus. Okay, don't see the nidberries right here. But I might have to leave the area and come back to get them to show. And there were patches of nidberries both to the east and west of that landing location, so. Like right here. Nidberry bush. Now see if they've spawned over by the ship or not. Scanning new terrain. Scanning new terrain again. Oh, nope. Not by the ship. So I'll try to head to the patch that I saw over here originally. I think I saw some over here the last couple times I was on this planet. I don't remember if it was in the yellow medium elevation or the slightly lower light green. But I know I didn't find any until I started looking around the yellower area. Well, although I might want it for refueling, at least the one nidberry will presumably be enough to convince the Dweedle in the past to help me. Because I'm sure they'll need convincing, just like the Dweedle in the present did. Unless simply half of fuel used. Unless simply having a Dweedle on board will make a difference. Which I don't know. Maybe that's more important. Or is good enough, or whatever. Pay attention to my energy efficiency. This is where a planetary teleporter would be nice, so I could just keep wandering around until I was low on energy and then teleport back. Oop. Where's the ship? Almost there. Oh, nidberries. Yeah, it seems like if I go far enough away from the ship, they will respawn. It's fairly far that I have to go. I'm just gonna get 1 or 2 batches of these more, I think. Oh, that one was closer. So if you look under my webcam on the stream, I have the command to get started with the space trading minigame, if anybody is interested. I'm flying around my little maps. Oh, those things are scary. I don't want to mess with those. What? Ruins? Leghk ruins? Down. Huh, I didn't know there were any in this part of the planet. No messages left in those, though, I guess. Yeah, I'd actually kind of forgotten for a moment that the Leghk ruins were on this planet at all, but yeah. That's where I got a lot of the information about how their civilization ended 900,000 or so years ago. What's the circumference of what moon? As far as I know, this planet doesn't have a moon. Lozaruta? I don't know, I guess, where that is. Okay. Let's go up and look for some charm babies. So what's Lozaruta, Silalona one? Let's see, I want planet 4. Next planet after Bror KB4? I guess I don't know where that is either. Where are these names coming from? Double check the gravity here, but it's not so bad. Okay, the Nelsons bargain a little. And want poison gliders. Well, I landed near some settlement, but not near a trading post, it looks like. So I'll have to look around. More buildings. And some molybdenum. Pick that up, it's another repair metal. Or element. Repair element. I don't know if molybdenum is a metal. I think it might be. I'm not sure, though. Don't know what those dog-looking things are, but a lot of them are dangerous. Probably not those crazy rhino things that I fought before. I actually don't remember what planet that was on. I was thinking it was the Ganunk homeworld, but that doesn't make sense. Maybe it was the Jaboon. Do I want to trade? Yes, I do. Howdy, good to see you. We're the Nelsons. If you're looking for a whopper of a good deal, we may just have in stock another gas slug. Just keep one of these around your ship, and you never need to worry about your crew getting injured. You just need to worry about your crew ever doing anything. So I don't think the Nelsons want anything in particular from me. But they will buy my gold. So I may as well go ahead and dump it. Oh, the UI is slow going up. It's so much slower scrolling up than down for some reason. There we go. Gold. I'm only going to haggle them up a teeny bit. This is not very much gold. Let's see if they have charm babies in stock. Nope, they're still sold out of that, so I won't be doing that little trade loop. Go ahead and grab another few units of Shinium to replace the ones that I burned up flying here, and then I'm going to head to the Gnunk homeworld. To either, well, to both blast some more Gnunk, maybe get in a conversation with them, and also to land and re-steal the most valuable thing from them. So I've chased that all around this sector. Okay, so let's get into hyperspace and look at the star map. So there's an encounter near here, but I probably don't really care because there will be plenty of encounters over here at Gnunk, and it's this orange star at 1:59:30-ish. Once I get closer, I'll raise my shields, but there's no reason to burn the fuel on it now. Yep, there's an encounter in between me and there. Raise shields, arm weapons, because I think the Gnunk care about that sort of stuff. Right, 1:59:30 or so. Seven, 8, 9. Well, there's more of them at their homeworld. As expected. I assume the homeworlds just can spawn as many ships as they want. I'm going to go ahead and save, too. Just in case I do something dumb. Like try to fight close range against enemies that have some sort of gadget that makes my shields not work. Glowing yellow. Okay, that's different. If it's glowing yellow, that might mean they're not gonna, like, attack me immediately. This is the Starship ISS Inevitable. We are heavily armed. We require information, comply, or be destroyed. Aha! I'm talking to the Gnunk. I must have just barely not, I must have destroyed just enough last time. We acknowledge your hail, ISS Inevitable. You've demonstrated the survivability of your species. Now you must surrender. I am Dominant Group Master Rengar of the Gnunk. To a Gnunk, strength is paramount. We are hostile at all times, even to each other. Of course, with each other, it is primarily a polite formality, but breach of this etiquette is most serious and can result in a quick demise. We require information. You will tell us about yourselves. As you have surely noticed, we Gnunk are not a species, but a coalition of bioforms from the planet of Geresh, home of the Ghanaian Shagar, she-it who he eats, dweller of the Great Ring Mountain, compassionate, and I should have a place for notes. Gnunk. Compassionate mother killer, bringer of change. Ghanaian Shagar, in her its love, has given our home planet of Geresh an eccentric orbit which has led, thankfully, to cyclic periods of intense temperature change and intense solar radiation. Sounds nice. In addition, she-it has provided Geresh with many extremely fierce and intelligent life forms. Geresh is perhaps the most dangerous planet in the sector. We are blessed. Oh, I didn't even realize this big red thing in the background was another creature. Because of the intense environmental and competitive pressures, coupled with the high mutation rates from the solar radiation, evolution occurs on Geresh at a phenomenal rate. Praise Ghanaian Shagar, bringer of change. Almost overnight, species appear and then, by her compassionate claw, find peace in extinction. One of these looks like an android. Maybe it's an encounter suit of some kind. Ghanaian Shagar has taught its lessons well. Change is all important. Evolution is paramount. Survival is primary. The weak must die. Death is life. In the beginning, no species was strong and versatile enough to maintain dominance for long on Geresh. Then, from her its home atop the Great Ring Mountain, she-it caused the world to shake and growl. Through her its fierce loving growl, she-it told us of Gezer's Cha, the final state of evolution, and how it might be reached only through cooperation. Thus was born Gnunk. Enough talking. Why talk when there is fighting to be done? Perhaps next time we meet we can again test ourselves in combat. Well, as long as I don't have to do that right this second. Okay, so before I'm gonna go down and steal the thing, I'm gonna talk to the Gnunk some more. Steal the shiny thing. Still glowing yellow, that's good. But I better keep my shields and weapons ready, just because I feel like that's appropriate here. This is Captain Yoshi of the starship ISS Inevitable. Identify yourselves immediately or be destroyed. I keep forgetting that it's not Captain Justice anymore, since I booted all the humans off my ship. We acknowledge your hero, ISS Inevitable. You've demonstrated... Okay, yeah, I heard that already. As is our custom, I now extend to you the offer's compassionate uplift. Few have proven worthy of this honor. If you accept, we shall engage in the ancient ceremony of acceptance and obligation. We shall exchange a crew member, and you shall become Gnunk, servant of Gnan Shagar, and purveyor of her fearful love. Think well before accepting. Being Gnunk is... I don't actually think I want a Gnunk crew member. I already have a fine crew now. I don't know what their skills would be like. What is your answer? No thanks. Commander Yoshi, is it your intention to demand my surrender and subsequently attack and destroy my ship, killing myself and all my crew? Sure! That sounds like the right answer. Gnan Shagar gently holds the neck of every Gnunk in her sharp teeth. In her deep growl, she warns us to always spread her its love and compassionately provide weaker life forms, Ganoon, with the necessary environmental pressure so that they too might evolve and someday attain Gezer Cha, the state of eternal change. Gnan Shagar impels us also to attack Ganache, life forms equal or greater in strength to ourselves, in order to test us. Of course, there's no need for us to be fanatical about this. We Gnunk abhor stasis. We abhor weakness, and we abhor races who have the strength and capacity to attack weaker creatures with love, but choose not to. Such a race were the Lowar. Ooh, they know about the Lowar. They truly were evil. They have at last met the inevitable fate of the weak-minded. I guess from their perspective, they'd be evil. Gnan Shagar teaches us that all creatures are Ganoon until they have proven otherwise, just as you have proven yourselves. I think the Humna Humna said that they were still treated as Ganoon. I hear the call of Gnan Shagar. We must go. They have a lot to say about themselves. Move to a safer distance. Open hail. Hostile. Nope, they're offering to exchange crew again. Which I still don't want to do. Okay, now they're repeating themselves. Let's ask about other beings. All species fall naturally into one of three categories: Ganoon, Gnunk, and Ganache, depending on their relative survivability. Other types of distinctions are trivial and unimportant. Wonder who else they consider to be Ganache. While we Gnunk have compassion for weaker Ganoon species, we generally do not lower ourselves to speak with them. There is one race of spacefaring Ganoon which we have an exceptional amount of compassion for. What would that mean exactly? As often as we can, we go out of our way to attack them. These are the Godwinal, a species that has managed to survive somehow, despite their great weakness. That makes sense and doesn't surprise me, I guess. The Dweenal are extremely fond of the berries on a plant that grows on the 5th planet in a system in the Arrow constellation, just downspin and outward from our home planet of Geresh. Okay, yep, know about that. So they do have useful information that I might already have all of. One race in this sector which we have been attempting to help is not too far from becoming Ganunk or Ganache. They are the Inkher Arla. In spite of their strange energy cloud and their Lowarian reflective armor, they are yet too weak. One race that went quite abruptly from being Ganoon to Ganache was the Spemen. They are a race that is new to this region, but they have just recently acquired, or perhaps developed, a new technology which allows them to have operational shielding and nebulae, plasma bolts, and short-distance combat phasing. Yeah, I noticed that. It's real aggravating. It is unclear which race has a more potent weapons technology, the Spemen or Umanu. The Umanu also have shields which work in nebulae. They also possess an effective cloaking device, which makes their ships invisible for short periods, and a formidable microwave ray weapon against which shields are no help. Okay, so the cloaking device, that makes sense, because I thought that ship that I ran away from disappeared more quickly than I expected when I ran away from it. So it looked like it fired its microwave ray at me and nearly killed a bunch of my crew. And then I ran away because my defenses had no effect against it. But I only went a very short distance and then I stopped seeing it, even though it didn't seem like it should have dropped off my view. So I guess they can cloak. Comm officer, hail. I wonder if they will randomly attack sometime? Because of the whole supposed to test themselves against other Ganache thing? Nope, I still don't want to do this. I'm happy with my crew as it is. And I don't really agree with these guys' philosophy that much. We once witnessed a battle between a Spemen ship and an Umanu ship. Since the Umanu ship always flashed before firing its microwave beam, the Spemen ship was able to avoid being hit for a considerable time by jumping out of the way with its phasing ability. Ultimately, though, it was destroyed. Every so often, we will enter the cloud region to test ourselves against the formidable Umanu Ganache. We must continually weed the weak from our ranks in order to maintain our sublime rate of evolution. Since I, of course, am among the stronger of the Ganunk, it is not necessary for me to waste my time with this. Okay, so that's everything there is to know about other races. Ask about the past. Do not ask us of the past. To look backwards is a perverse and evil use of intelligence. Pursue the future. Pursue change. Ganaine Shagar runs just behind us. If we stop to look back, it will catch us and eat us. Can you not hear it behind you now? Okay, I guess I won't ask about the past. Of course, we trade only with Ganunk or Ganache. Our homeworld, Geresh, is a testing ground. Only those who can survive to get to our trade center are worth trading with. With Ganoon, we do not trade. We take. Needless to say, we do this out of compassion to make them stronger. Ganaine Shagar has taught us to be cunning and clever. It has taught us that technology means survival. Thus we are interested in purchasing any... Oh, I should have brought data crystals. Oh well. Any data crystals which you might acquire. Enough talking. Almost out of things to talk about. More trade and then general info. Oh, look, a smaller group of Ganunk. Comm officer, hail, hostile. All of the different groups in the system are kind of swarming on me now. If you examine the debris of any of our warships, you may have noticed that we alone in this sector use Endurium to power our ships. The feeble-minded other species do not comprehend that it is for the good of the ancients that we do this. We will pay well for any Endurium you bring to our trade centers. Well, I'm not doing that either. One device we would be most interested in buying is sold by the Drafa Basti, strange nocturnal creatures who live on a planet in a system inside of a nebula on the coreward edge of the sector. Yeah, I know about them. They sell the planetary teleporter that I still haven't bought yet. This device is a planetary teleporter, and it effectively doubles one's range on a planet by allowing one to teleport instantly back to one's ship. Also just speeds things up. Another device we are most interested in is the Field Stunner. We have been told that this is possessed by a race called the Eoruieo, though we do not know where their planet is. The device is said to act like a stunner, but instead of a beam, it operates as a field around the creature using it. This would be most useful on Geresh. I do have one of those. The Humna Humna are not as clever as we Ganunk, but they are crafty in the ways of trade. Often, they utilize a device built by the Care called a Psychic Probe, which I have too. This was designed by the Care to warn them when other ships are hostile. In a trade situation, however, the Humna Humna discovered that it glows red when the lifeform they are dealing with is close to running out of patience. I basically figured that out. We pay well for any brass harpooners that you might capture. In our travels, we have discovered them on only one other planet aside from Geresh, but here they're in even greater abundance. This is on a Humna Humna planet now inhabited by Spemen. The planet is called Hoopla, and is the innermost planet in System 10185. Spemen Planet 10185. Hoopla has brass harpooners. 10185. The way of the Ganunk is the way of aggression. To be Ganunk, you must be aggressive at all times. Few are capable of such compassion. This is why most species are not capable of becoming Ganunk. 10185. Just want to see where that is. Oh, that explains why I kept running into Spemen over here. So they are, in fact, over here somewhere. Like, actually in this dinky nebula, probably? In fact, no species not from Geresh has yet been successful. Prepare for death! I am the most formidable of warriors, and my ship is among the most deadly in all the 8 sectors. I'm probably about done talking to them about trade, and then there's just general info left. So yeah, so there is a Spemen world over there. I'm gonna move away and start communications, and then I'm gonna switch the view back. Hail, hostile. No, still do not want a Ganunk crew member. Question about trade. See if they've run out. Oh, they have not. There's a device called a mineral drone, which is a robot which can independently collect minerals. If we possess this, we could more effectively spread the love of Ganain Shigar. I don't think I've seen anything about a mineral drone. Mineral drone device? If we possess this, we could more effectively spread the love of Ganain Shigar and aid all the weak races in need of our help. Perhaps you can get this for us. We believe it to be somewhere on Hoopla. This is all we know. Okay, so it's on Hoopla. That would explain why I haven't found it. On Hoopla. Okay, now they're repeating themselves. So I only have general info left to quiz them about. Ganain Shagar, she it who eats, is teacher to all Ganunk. Ganain Shagar is life and Ganain Shagar is death. She it is the most powerful force in the universe. She it is change. It is the dream of every Ganunk to someday meet Ganain Shagar and fight her it to the death. There exists a small creature which may be of interest if you have never encountered it. It is like a small, wart-covered, round-bodied blue slug. I assume this is the gas slug. And as a byproduct of its metabolism, this slug exudes an extremely powerful gas which acts as an intoxicant on most carbon-based life forms. Be wary. Having one on board a vessel can seriously jeopardize a ship's efficiency. Yes, I am aware of that. We may have previously mentioned that we possessed an interest in Endurium. If you should discover any planets that harbor ancient ruins, we would be very interested. The only ones we know of presently are 2 planets in the system at 21645. Ancient ruins, 21645. I don't think I really care about that. Unfortunately, this system is inhabited by Humna Humna, who take exception to our taking even a little Endurium. Perhaps if you have the opportunity, you might bring us some. Well, I'm not going to traffic in Endurium. Well, it sounds like it would possibly be beneficial for me to do so, but... It's another one of these groups. Or maybe that same group of 4 that I encountered before. I don't think groups of 4 are particularly common. Chat, chat, chat. Probably almost done chatting. If you are interested in finding ruins of the ancient Leghk race, we know of some on a life-bearing planet in a dense constellation of blue and green stars called the Topaz Cluster. Oh, interesting. Leghk ruins on life-bearing planet in Topaz Cluster. Planet has trees. Fir trees and has fir trees, and I'm guessing those electrically charged floating creatures are electric balloons. I assert my dominance. Surrender at once. Do you make a practice of attacking weaker life forms? Yes. I guess I have done that before when I originally attacked the Spemen, and I've done that when I've attacked these guys. Before the Spemen were nastier. Just recently, we Ganunk had the good fortune to purchase a most wonderful artifact from the Spemen Ganache. This we keep at our place of communion, south of our great central lake on Garash at 2 north, 107 west, which matches the coordinates I got from the Humna Humna, so that's confirmation there. It is called the Eye of Ganain Shagar, and it is the shining green color of Ganain Shagar's eyes at night as it preys on the weak and unsuspecting. So yeah, definitely my next stop. Maybe that you have already investigated the peculiar anomaly that drifts in space near the nebula of the Dratha Basti. If you wish to know more of this peculiar phenomenon, the creatures to demand information from are the Arla, who are accessible only during the final 10 days of each month. So yeah, these guys do actually have a lot of stuff that leads you to other good information. I just already have pretty much all of this information, except for the location of Hoopla, which is news to me. Okay, I've got one more encounter here, which I'm just gonna skip. And let's land. I'm gonna have to try to remember, because my shields and weapons are gonna drop after I... So I'm not gonna go straight for the device yet, but I should probably go ahead and land in the vicinity. 2 north, 107 west. So I want to trade first. I'm gonna land here, kind of nearby. Look for a trade center, and then I'm going to go steal the most valuable thing back. Shields are down, weapons are disarmed, and out my train vehicle goes. I'm just going to assume all these things are dangerous. But I'm curious which things are the brass heart. Oh, I didn't look at the trade data, but I have it in my notes. The Ganunk, because I did look at the satellite when I was here before. Spacefaring levels, no bargaining. So no bargaining, so I don't have to mess with that. I'm going to assume that basically all creatures here are hostile. I'm a little surprised that the vehicles aren't zapping me with their lasers, but whatever. You know what? Let's see what's what over here. Come on. Let me look at what things these are. So we got gray anemones and spinning crabs. So those weren't the brass harpooners. Ah, okay, so it's the pink slug things are the brass harpooners, and they are worth a lot. 1,800 per unit, and they are 8 units of size each. I think that's cubic meters. I still need to find a trading post, though. I'm gonna have to head back to my ship because I'm not finding one. Just stay a nice distance away from all these scary things. Oh, there's a trading post. Actually, they might not even sell Shinium here. I might have to go somewhere else to buy more before heading into the wormhole. We are Ganunk, children of Ganain Shagar, mother hunter and compassionate killer. In coming here, you have proven your survivability, and it is no small thing. Welcome. Now you can see the red thing standing in the background now. And that other thing is looking more snake-like, and the robot thing is more like a robot spider dealy. So look at what they have. Oh, they do have Shinium, so I can buy that. And they sell phase inductors, which I can take somewhere. I can take that to the Humna Humna far on the coreward edge there. Or actually, or not that far. I can head over to I can take it to the Humna Humna here. Stock up on Shinium. Take this up here. Maybe pop over here to refuel and head to the past. Or I could head back first and end the war, which might make more sense. I might get some advantages from that. I'm not stocked up on data crystals, unfortunately, but that's fine. Oh, looks like they're not actually interested in buying any of the artifacts, which I wouldn't sell them anyway, because I need them. But sell those. Now, do I want to buy the phase inductors? Because I am just going to head out of here. Maybe I'll buy all the phase inductors and then take use a jump pod to get back. So it'll probably pay for it itself if I do that. Buy phase inductors. Agree. If they have enough to make it worthwhile, which it looks like they do. Not a good price on that, so... I'm gonna head to my ship to refuel quickly, and then I'm gonna go steal things. Well, steal a thing. Some of these things are still stunned from the field stunner. So the coordinates I got were 2 north by 10 something. 107. And I'm in an electrical storm because of course I am. Fortunately I'm at low altitude, so it probably won't hurt me that much. Describe. What are we looking at here? Strange asymmetrical ruins of dense black stone. No, I want to read it. Dense black stone veined with a silvery mineral. Origin ID, the Leghk. Oh, it's a age 950,000 years. This is actually a Leghk thing. And of course, this life form is attacking me. Let's knock it out. It's a yellow hugger. I'm gonna take the most valuable thing. Then I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Dr. Chloro is fairly badly hurt. Let's tell Dr. Chloro to heal himself, because he's the most vulnerable. My doctor is the easiest one to kill, which is kind of inconvenient sometimes. It's the... Well, actually, the Duino might be equally fragile, but I don't think I've actually seen him take damage yet. I think the Duino might just be weirdly lucky. And that's how they've survived for a million years, in spite of all this other craziness. Let's get out of here. And we're gonna head to the Humna planet at like 206.39. And then we're gonna jump back, trying out a jump pod. Well, they don't seem to care that I stole their thingy. I'm just gonna double check that it is in fact in my cargo hold. Do. Elements. Artifacts. Most valuable thing. Value 150. Valuable enough to stop a war, I think. I wonder what would happen if I just jettisoned it. Then would I have no way to win? I think it's that blue star to the forward side that I want. Yeah. This blue star over here-ish. Come on. 207.37. It looks like I have a clear path. I'm gonna drop my shields, disarm my weapons. Dr. Chloro is healed. And Fruit Scuba still wants to avoid combat. Yep, I'm not detecting any encounters, so I should be clear to enter the system. None, none, none. This is the wrong place. Must have gone to the wrong place. I don't know how I went to the wrong place. 20737. Oh, because I drew my trade line to the wrong place. It should be, this trade line here should actually connect up to this yellow star, which actually has Humna Humna on it. Oopsie. Go a little bit further here. Now Prutscuba's not feeling so good. Did I go too far already? I did. Well, which one of these has a... I guess I'll head to the further one, because they have a higher economy. Since I'm already past it. Almost went past it again, I think. Right, Planet 2. Which is the innermost ice planet. Doop-a-doo. Culture is economy level, bargain a lot. It's land. Still a little windy outside. That snake-looking thing is looking annoyingly attracted to me. I'd like to stay in the lowland area and not burn up all my energy right away. Where's a place I can trade? Not seeing a place I can trade. Maybe I landed in too high of an elevation. What we got here? Just a little molybdenum, nothing special. Some cobalt, also not very special, but also a repair element. Even though so far I actually don't think I've used any repair elements. My damage has either been before I had any and I was able to either repair it or not. Or my damage has been the complete destruction of whatever system was damaged, and so I wasn't able to repair it anyway. Oh, Rodnium. That's actually worth something. If I can find anywhere to sell it, anyway. So I'll check my map, but I have to go back to the ship and recharge. Okay, I think that might be one way up to the northwest there. I see a couple of orange pixels. First I need to recharge my lander. I still don't actually know if it, windstorms, takes Shinium to recharge my lander. It seems like it probably should. Yeah, I still see there might be a trade center overlapping a house over here. Yep, that is what that is. So let's sell you Oh, they'll buy that rhodium. That's convenient. Let's sell a little bit of live long, because that makes them more pliable. Actually, before I sell anything else, let's buy out all of your... Wait. No, I want to sell the phase inductors here. Right, sell phase inductors. We do not have a deal. That's a terrible price. Oh, I'm sure I can get more than 1414 out of you. And I'm right. Try for 1900. Okay. So I probably could have got him up higher than I did, but oh well. Still made a profit, I think. Fairly significant one. Now let's go end that war first before I go do anything crazy in the past. And then I'll get to talk to Gorzek, and he might have some good information for me. Yep. Northeast, east. So I have to figure out how to use my jump pods. I'd actually have to look at the manual, but maybe there's a hotkey that'll be obvious if I look. Would it be in my cargo? I don't know if they show up in my cargo. Counter scan, system scanner. Science officer, no. Navigator, no. Engineer? Jump pod. Okay, so the engineer can use jump pods. So let's move away from these stars, because I think something somewhere said that being close to gravity wells throws off the aim. Move a little further out. And let's try one of these. Let's try saving, and then we'll try one of these jump pods out. Engineer, jump pod. Select destination. And we're going to jump over to head directly to Starport, to Gorzek, or to one of the Tandelou. That's what I don't know. I think I'll head over here towards Gorzek, actually. I'll run into Tandelou there anyway. Jump pods consume 15 cubic meters of shiny. Proceed. Yes. %16 accuracy? That doesn't sound good. As long as it doesn't dump me off in the nebula. Where am I? Well, that could be worse. Do I want to head down to that flux nexus, or do I want to... Well, I don't want to run into those encounters, so I'm just going to head straight outward. That probably didn't save me, since I've wound up so far away, that probably didn't save me fuel over just flying straight using fluxes, but maybe it didn't cost me all that much either. So 2879 is where I'm headed. There's a blip headed straight for me. I might try to outmaneuver that blip. If it costs me a little extra fuel to go around. Actually, I'm still, here we go. Okay, right. The Gorzek, I think, is the blip at the gas giant. Okay, I vaguely remember that he's at a gas giant. See who I run into here. If I run into anybody, or if I just get to Gorzek unhindered. We are being scanned. Gorzek system transmitting to approaching object containing carbon-based biological forms. Identification acknowledged. Gorzek. Gorzek detects presence of most valuable thing. Suggests that it be returned to Tandelou immediately. Okay, I can do that. I'll just do that first, and then I'll come right back here. Because there should be plenty of Tandelou ships in this system, so I don't even have to make much effort to do that. A whole bunch of groups of Tandelou ships. Probably heading straight towards me. Now we just have to sit and wait. Maybe move towards them a little. Hello, Tandelou. You're right around here, aren't you? Don't you want your most valuable thing? If there's a little bit more precision in the system scanner, it'd be nice that I could actually just use it to head directly for the ships. Or for the motion scanner, for that matter. But I always fly past them when I try that. So it seems like they're having the same problem with me. It's like they've all stacked up on each other now. Doo-doo-doo. Where's the Tandelou? Come on, guys. Or plants, or whatever. Where you at? Literally all right on top of me, according to the system scanner. Except for that one blip way in the upper corner. But there's like 4 blips right here. Somewhere. No, I don't want to orbit the planet. There we go. I guess that worked. Let's send them a friendly hail. Yes, yes, of course we know why you have come here. As students of the Doc Brig Ah, we are capable of seeing only the truth. You have come to praise us, but we do not seek your tribute. We seek only to share our wisdom. We are the Eshve. I assume they were going to pretty immediately ask me for the most valuable thing. We can tell that you have possession of the most valuable thing. You must return it to us immediately or face the consequences. Yes. Sent. They've lowered their shields, and this probe is glowing green. Ah, joyous vindication! If there was any doubt, now there can be none. The Thadok Brig Ah is the way of truth. We Eshve have flawlessly performed the ceremonies, and thereby caused the return of the most valuable thing. What greater proof could there be? I don't know if they'd tell me anything different now about anything. I feel like probably Gorzek is the one to... I've seen all this. Just talking about the Dweenal. Talking about the Great Eye. I really want to just go talk to Gorzek, because he should have new things to say, because he said he would as soon as I did this. No, they're still complaining that the Eshvar are evil, but whatever. I don't care. I have done the thing that Gorzek asked me to. That he said had to be done before he could turn off his priority override and communicate usefully. And the psychic probe is glowing green. I guess the psychic probe works on giant supercomputers. Gorzek system transmitting. Welcome, ISS Inevitable. Priority directive has been aborted and access to data storage and computational functions is now available. Please respond. Initiating transmission of data. Reference locus node designation Gorzek self. Associational conductivity 0.22. Transmission speed calibration. Bioform level 8. Subject description abbreviated. Non-organic multiphase heuristic sentience. Complexity factor 0.7 times 10 to the 12th. Biostandard. Present functionality 97% of optimal efficiency. Utilization of total capacity 0.08%. So he's got a big brain that he's not using right now. Subject Gorzek. Current programming specifies primary directive as maintenance of minimum population levels of Tandelou Eshve and Tandelou Eshvara. Sentience responsible for current high-level programming, Lowarian High Council. Yeah, I thought I remembered that he was a Lowarian device. Directive entails concealment of directive from Tandelou. Secondary directive specifies dedication of all accessible functions to Tandelouvian programming. That makes sense, the way the Tandelou are. Subject, Gorzek. Analysis of high-level programming directives. Inference. Motivation of Lowarian race was to circumvent potential mutual annihilation of Tandelou Eshve and Tandelou Eshvara. Root motivation traceable to non-causal source, i.e. compassionate disposition of a Lowar toward Tandelou. So the Lowar like the Tandelou. Okay. I guess we know the Lowar were also plant people from, I think the Arla told us? Subject Gorzek. Barring intervention by Gorzek system, probability of Tandelouvian sects affecting mutual destruction computes to 99.96%. Gorzek assessment of motivation behind mutual antagonism unknown. So the giant smart computer doesn't understand them either. Relevant data. Physical dimorphism of Eshve and Eshvara, negligible. Cultural dimorphism, minimal, restricted to minute deviations in 7 of the 800,543 religious ceremonies. See. Current configuration entails extensive high-level modifications by Lowarian race. Modifications include enhancement of multifunction sensor array, communications interface module, and defensive armaments, i.e. laser cannon and reflective shielding. Oh, so it also has reflective shielding. Place of origin unknown. Time of origin unknown. Minimum 800 millennia before present. That's... The Lowar weren't here then. Maximum 1,000 millennia before present. Hypothesis. Malfunction 1. Malfunction in primary memory core. So this wasn't a Lowar device originally then. It was a Leghk device. The Lowar must have repurposed it. Found it and repurposed it to keep the Tandelou from destroying each other. So yeah. Hypothesis 1, malfunction primary memory core. Hypothesis 2, intrinsic programming inhibition to data. Earliest recollection, waiting. Location, buried 4.7 kilometers in frozen surface of asteroid approximately 700 years before present. Release affected by Lowar. So yeah, the Lowar found him and pulled him out of the thing. So he could be a Leghk artifact. Or Leghk, but that seems unlikely to me. Original function unknown. Relevant data. High probability that a correlation exists between the original function and 1. A pervasive ambient motivation identifiable as intense hatred for unknown entity. And 2. An untraceable conviction that Gorzek's system is incomplete. So the Lowar made, or the Leghk made this and didn't finish it somehow? After discovery by Lowar, utilized by them to aid in scientific research. Following this, used by Lowar to ensure continued survival of Tandelou species under pretext of serving them. Current state, tension resultant from non-resolution of innate function, and indeterminate nature of function or origin. So he doesn't know what he's for either. Okay, now he's repeating himself. Other beings. Say 1 million years old. Probably Leghk. Doesn't know original function. Rescued by Lowar. Current access restricted to reference locus node designation Gorzek self and reference locus node designation past history. Okay. So I can ask about the past and I can ask about... And well, I'm done asking about him, so... Subject, history, temporal reference, 1 million years before present. Spatial reference, local, inhabitants of region, the Leghk and the Dweenal. Species profiles. Leghk, spacefaring technology, high population density, with broad dispersion. Cultural priorities, learning, arts, philosophy, disposition, non-aggressive. Dweenal, cultural priorities, none. Disposition, suicidal. Poor Dweenal. So 943,000 years before present, the supernova, which made the large nebula, designation the cloud. Additional information for some evidence of widespread warfare for brief period. Combatants unknown. Well, we know it's the Leghk and the Leghk. So, 800,000 to 1 million years before present was when Gorzek was created. Creators unknown. Speculation Leghk. Gorzek abandoned, unused, abandoned, buried in ice. Abandoned, reason, unknown. Probably because they were destroyed before they could finish whatever they were doing with Gorzek. 40,000 years before present. Spatial reference local. Disappearance of Leghk race. Cause unknown. Relevant data. Indication of widespread stellar instabilities. Well, we know that Leghk fled the ancient solar flare activity 40,000 years ago. This must be significantly coreward of where Earth is, if it was that long ago. Probability of causal connection with disappearance of Leghk, 87.6%. Probability analysis of events, mass suicide, 3.2%. Total destruction by flaring stars, 22.8%. Max exodus, 76%. So yeah, the Dweenal already told us basically about that. So we have confirmation. Temporal reference, 800 years before present. Arrival of Lowar and Umanu races to region and subsequent colonization of cloud. Lowar settle initially on coordinates. Lowar settle 139 by 135, planet 4. Umanu settle 96 by 141, planet 1. I'll have to look at those on the map as soon as I finish this. 700 years before present, discovery of Shinium by Lowar, beginning of Golden Age of Trade. Soon after this, Lowar team discovers Gorzek Self. Gorzek Self given to Tandelou. "450 years before present. Appearance of singularity in space at coordinates 244 by 149, shortly after Umanu attacked Lowar. Probability of Lowarians' survival was directly proportional to probability of Lowar acquiring Leghk technology for defense." Which they barely failed to do. Addendum to chronological data, element number 7, topic, impending genocide of Lowarian race. Lowar established Center for Study of Leghk Technology on planet Elthesh. Study Leghk on Elthesh. P4 84 by 176. Planetary location in vicinity of highest point on largest island. Near highest point on largest island. All right. We got good information now. "400 years before present, Lowar dispatched final ship Elthesh, which I found, from Elthesh to regain Leghk technology. Objective, halls of memory, repository of Leghk knowledge. Outcome, ship missing. Result, Lowar destroyed. Non-essential addendum, sadness, sadness, loss. Resulting loss in Gorzek system efficiency, 0.932%. Aw, he misses the Lowar. 5 years before present. Appearance of Spemen in local sectors. Reference 3 years before present. Acquisition by Spemen of Leghk technology. Source unknown. Well, we know they got it from the Elthesh derelict. The Elthesh had to go back to the past to get it, so I don't know. If searching the ruins here is going to tell me, is going to actually get me anything specific, but it might get me more information about the past. Okay, he's repeating himself now. And I don't think he'll give me any general info. Yep. Just past history and about himself. Alright, let's look at our map. So we got coordinates. So Elthesh, that is probably the most important thing. Where's my cursor? There it is. 84,176. So that is up. That's probably that place that I was looking for. The star near the hook. The Lowar colony is at 139, 135. That's well inside the nebula. That'd be dangerous to try and get to. Umanu at 96, 141. That's there. Is also probably dangerous by virtue of it being the Umanu homeworld. Be interesting going to the Lowar homeworld, but I don't have any particular reason to think I'd find anything all that exciting there. But going up here to Elthesh. That seems like it's probably worthwhile, so I'm definitely going to do that. After I stop by Starport and buy another jump pod. Probably not going to use the jump pod to get up there. I don't think that would be efficient. It's basically 35 units of shinium. And it's probably cheaper to just fly up there and take the one flux that will get me part way. Bridge, Captain, disembark. Buy another jump pod. Kinda wonder if I shouldn't buy some blastopods, but I'm not going to. Not yet, anyway. Notices. Oh, no deal, Xenon. First give back the dough, then we'll talk about strontium tongs and plasma percolators. Okay, not another useful notice. Crew assignment, trade depot. I guess I should have saved. I guess I can still save as soon as I can just save now. Just save, and then we will head upspin. All the way up here. Yeah, 79,160, and the place I want to, the Elthesh is at 84,176. So I'll probably jump from here to here, over to here, into there. That'll take me pretty close to the area I need to be. And then I just have to use my encounter scanner to avoid running into anything terrifying. Oh, right. I have to explicitly launch before I can maneuver from here. Three, two, 1, 0. Yep. Glowing green, because these are the Tandelou, which are in a good mood now. Ah, wonderful serendipity, fortuitous happenstance, we once again encounter the space vessel ISS Inevitable. Thanks to you, Eshfe and Eshvara no longer battle. Greetings and welcome. But I got places to go, because I'm running out of time for my stream. I want to get up here to 57,112. Actually, while I'm over on this side, let's do a quick flux scan. Don't really see too much. $112. There's an encounter right near here. Oh, and there's flux nodes. Well, I'm actually going to first check out these flux nodes, because I want to know where they go. Starting with this one at 25,150. Oops, I ran into something. Psychic probe is glowing yellow. These are probably the Dweenal. Could be the Humna Humna. That's the Humna Humna. Okay, I took the top one, I think. Oh, it just shoots me out here a little bit. So that took me to 4,154 from 25,151. 4,154, 25,151. And the bottom one. Oh, takes me down here. To 3,120. I'll say it's 25, 150, because that's that way I'll be able to differentiate them on my map when I put them on there. Okay. A couple of little flux shortcuts there. Now I need to go all the way back here and take this flux at 63, 150. And hopefully I won't run into anything scary. Which these are not scary. They're probably more... Actually, it's probably the same group of Humna Humna. I already forgot my coordinates when I got startled by that jump, but I guess I'm just going straight out, straight forward. So I get close to the nebula, I want to do another encounter scan. Oops. Another flux? That wasn't the flux I was looking for, was it? Oh, it was. I guess I was in the nebula. Even though it didn't really look like I was. Okay, now the coordinates I want next are Elthesh at 84 by 176. Which is to say, roughly here. 84, 176. Which I should have a relatively clear path to there. Three, 4. Let's verify. Yep. 84 to 176. 70? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Scanning. We have an encounter here that I'm sure I don't want. Did they say which planet? Oh, planet 4. Which would be that liquid planet there. Has biodiversity and mineral diversity. Maybe we can colonize it too. Let's just avoid the scaries. Avoid the scaries. It should be pretty nice if it's what they chose to be their homeworld. Although I guess the Lowar probably have different requirements than we do, but still. Looks very nice. Looks about perfect, actually. This is probably an optimal world. So let's log this planet. I'm going to call this the Lowaria, after the Lowar who perished here. '84, 176, P4. Lowaria. Now, something about largest island. Oh, I didn't want to descend. I wanted to select the site first. Why'd I do that? Alright, near the highest point on the largest island, which looks like the eastern part of that island. Looks like probably this is the biggest island that I see. So the other things are look like more like a continent. And so that's the highest point that shows on my map. That yellow spot. But that seems to not be where my ship sat down, so whatever. So I have to go south a little ways. And there we are. Ruins of what was once a beautifully delicate structure of a translucent material. Origin ID, the Lowar, estimated age 400 years, and a message. Have discovered that there exists a place built by the Leghk and referred to them as the Halls of Memory. This, we have determined, was the repository of all the cumulative learning of the ancient Leghk civilization. If only we could find it, perhaps we could find answers there that might save us. We know that their plasma bolt weaponry and shielding were far superior to ours. We know that the halls are located somewhere near the coordinates 30 south by 134 east. I might have that information already. Lowar. Halls of Memory, 30 south by 134 east. We've ascertained that the star system that the Halls of Memory are in is a green Class A star and forms an equilateral triangle with the hook and the 6 yellow stars. Green Class A forms equilateral... I'm going to have to read this again. Equilateral triangle with hook and 6 other stars. We surmise that these were constellations in the Leghk cosmology, but as to where these are, perhaps those aboard the Elthesh will be able to answer the question. Well, I do know where the hook is. Let's read this again. Somewhere near the coordinates 30 south by 134 east. Star system is a green Class A. Forms an equilateral triangle with the hook and the 6 yellow stones. And 6 yellow stones. 6 yellow stones. Would that be the topaz cluster? Although I don't think they're all yellow. Some of them are green. In fact, none of them are yellow, technically. But here's the hook. Oop. Here's the hook. Here's the hook. If it was with the topaz cluster, then it would be like here, or more likely here in the nebula. Somewhere. So it wouldn't be the Naga Seng. It's also possible that the yellow stones are all in the nebula. Maybe if I go to the past I can see them. I'm just going to look this over one more time. If nothing else, I got coordinates for the Halls of Memory. Although I feel like maybe I had that already. I just didn't know the planet. Nope, that seems to be new information for me, so that's useful. I still need the key, though. Green Class A star forms an equilateral triangle with the hook and the 6 yellow stones. I guess... I don't know if these over where the Drafa Basti are, if those were all yellow. There were like a bunch of stars like right on top of each other here. So that would be another possibility. But it'd be hard to make an equilateral triangle from that. It would be like... just be like down here somewhere. Well, I think the next step probably will be to head into the past. Or to go like deep into the nebula to the Lowar homeworld, but I don't think that would gain me much at this point. I have coordinates for the Halls of Memory. I know how to get to the past. I feel like I should head and I feel like I should go talk to the Dweenal in the past. Now, as far as getting there goes, I may as well just head down to this flux and skip my way over here. I think In-Care Arla space is safe for the moment. I think we're in the middle of the month or so. And then I can head down, buy Shinium from the Drafabasti. And the planetary teleporter while I'm there. And then Great Eye time. The only other thing would be if I wanted to trade a little more. I could buy some... It might be worth doing one more little trade to make sure that I have money after I come back. Because I'm going to be buying a lot of Shinium. Let's see. Continue to try and dodge. Yeah, I don't want to zip down spin. I just want to go down to here. So I want to head to around 79, 160. Yeah, we're in the care phase of the In-Care Arla's cycle. So they are currently safe to be around, just not to talk to too much. So I need to be a little careful here. Yeah, so about 68, 134. Here we go. I could try to make my way through that flux nexus, but I'm not feeling that ambitious. What I'm actually going to do is head up towards the Nathrak and probably log out there. Then my next Starflight 2 session, I'll trade from here to here, and then head down to the Drafabasti, buy the planetary teleporter and a ton of fuel, and get ready to head to the past. First I have to get my way up to the Nathrak, though. It's this white star. $181.97. Or 181.197, I hope. I hope I just read that wrong. Good night, Rayburst. I'm just gonna get myself up here. And I guess I need to figure out who we're gonna host a raid. Did I go too far? Nope, not far enough. Oh, suddenly I'm going faster. So, Nathrak are on planet 3. Oh, really? Planet 3. That's the outermost molten planet. Saving game. Yep, I've got a lot done that time. So thanks everybody for watching, and let's see who we should say hi to. If there's anybody that I follow that is doing anything right now. I didn't see anybody play with my little mini game, but maybe next time some people will start to engage with that. Let's see. Oh, there's a Super Metroid Link to the Past randomizer competition thing. Overswarm is working on Ninja Gaiden. Let's go ahead and host Overswarm. He only has like 5 people viewing him right now. So I'll see everybody next time and have fun. Actually, this Thursday, I believe, is NetTrack Hockey, so I'll probably be continuing Starflight 2 on Saturday. Might be able to finish it Saturday. If not, seems like we're getting pretty close to having everything now, so unless we find out a bunch of more things that need to be done after going to the past anyway. So, good night, and have a good most of your week.